Welcome to the TEMPT Lab. TEMPT stands for Treating Emotion and Motivational Processes Transdiagnostically. We study problems in self-regulation and emotion regulation consistent with temptation. We're broadly interested in the things people do impulsively, now, and emotionally that are inconsistent with their long-term goals. TEMPT is directed by me, Dr. Jen Vayu. This is me, and my totally fabulous baby doll feet art piece, which lives in my office. We're kind of weird in the TEMPT Lab. Speaking of my office, that's room Memorial Hall 312. This is basically where you would find me during non-pandemic times. My door is pretty much always open, and my students have weekly advising meetings with me. If you were my student, you would get to sit on my couch, just like this. You're always welcome to bring water or coffee to your meetings, and we will sit and chat about emotion and self-regulation. I want my students to develop an independent program of research and learn how to confidently share research with others. Before conferences, master's theses, or dissertation defenses, we like to practice with bitchy question sessions. During these practice sessions, we ask the hardest questions we can while wearing our bitchy question hats. The idea is that if you practice handling hard questions in a safe environment, it'll be easier to handle the hard questions with your committee or in front of famous psychologists at a conference. Now let's go down to the lab. The TEMPT lab space is on the first floor of Memorial Hall. We get to go through the doors marked authorized personnel only. That could be you. You would be authorized personnel. The TEMPT lab's all the way at the end of the hall and around the corner. During normal times, there are often other graduate students and research assistants working in these other lab rooms who you can say hello to. We're a pretty friendly department. We also have a lot of opportunities to recycle. Look at all those bins. The TEMPT lab is conveniently located near the back door, which is not available right now, and the elevator. I admit I find this elevator a little creepy. I prefer the stairs, but I'm glad that Memorial Hall at least has an elevator for accessibility purposes. Around the corner, we get to the lab itself. Here we go. Room 132 and 133 are TEMPT lab rooms. Let's go into 133 first. We got a new logo. Pretty cool. This is room 133, the brown room. This is our room that has a window. It's got one desk, one computer, some statistics supplies down there for my class. We also have in both rooms, actually, a tape measure to measure height when we do height and weight for BMI research. There are probably some scales in there somewhere. We keep a bunch of stuff behind these curtains, supplies, sometimes reward items when we do reward studies in the lab. These just keep them out of sight for participants. This is most of where we keep our storage in room 133. This is our backup room. Most of the time we run studies out of the other room, though last year we did run an honors thesis in here where we manipulated deservingness using this cat poster. This is our control poster where we had this on the wall. Isn't she cute? She's very evil, but she's super cute. And here's our other one. You deserve it. We had this on the wall for our manipulation of deservingness and justification. Okay, across the hall, that was 133. We go into room 132. Yes. And as you can see, as we reach for the door here, the lock's a little messed up. That is a story for another day. If we go in...
There's children in here!
Okay, well, they're not usually in there. All right, so 132 is our main room. This is where the research assistants usually work out of, our seafoam green room. We've got a fridge and a freezer here again for doing when we do food research. We've got a back computer here that's mostly where the participants operate from. Research assistants usually use this middle computer here. And we also have a computer over here that's got an old laptop called the Dinosaur that has programs that we can't use on newer computers. Yeah, we've got some M&Ms here that were used in an honors thesis, and she graduated, so I'll just take that. Okay.
These children are everywhere. Do they live in the building? Do you guys live here?
No.
Where do you live? Oh, you live in my house.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're my children. Say hello.
Hello.
I hope this gives you a bit of an idea of what the TEMPT lab is like. We are silly and lighthearted, and we like to have fun. My graduate students came over and painted the little playhouse in my backyard. It was their idea to put on the wigs. But we also care a lot about doing good psychological science. In the TEMPT lab, we're dedicated to understanding people's emotional processes and when emotions get in the way of people's goals, when people are tempted by their emotions, whether acting impulsively or to avoid impulsively. We're interested in distress tolerance and emotion beliefs and all the emotional processes that get in the way of people's goals. Check out our website, and we hope you are considering joining the TEMPT lab. Thanks.